Pull again.
To me, it's just great. I mean, I don't know what I'd do without it, really. I mean, I look forward to it every Wednesday. I wished I could come out here 5 days a week. I'm a totally different person out here. If we were trying to do this back in my apartment, wouldn't work. This wouldn't work. This has helped me so much.
Hope was founded almost 20 years. It's been 20 years. We are a not-for-profit, a 501(c), and it's called Hope Horses Helping People. It's not just a place to go ride. It's not a place to go have therapy. It's not because everybody's tired of all those words. You know, if what you need to do is go for a walk, then go for a walk and pet a horse, and that's okay, because sometimes we all need that. We know where they're coming from, not where they've been. That doesn't matter where they've been, what they expect to find out of it too. And they're all surprised, I think, once they get here, that how much they really want to come back and do more.
I started as a client and a volunteer, and I'm still a client, I'm still a volunteer, but now I'm on the board as our veteran board member. I joined the Air Force. I was daytime flight chief, which meant I was in charge of all the law enforcement that worked during the day. I was medically retired after 13 and a half years. I'm considered 100% disabled. I'm proud that I got to serve. I wish I could have served my full 20, but things happen that we don't plan on.
If you compare a horse to a veteran, if you're talking PTSD and those kinds of things, they're very similar because they're both hypervigilant. They're both, startle real easy. It's more like they're in survival mode all the time. Because if you're talking about somebody that has been in combat, especially, that's where they are when they come back. So how do you get out of survival mode? Especially when you're talking about 18-year-olds that hadn't grown up to begin with.
They medically separated me because of all the brain injuries I've received. And while I was in Korea, one of the behavioral health counselors, she was like, your brain's always in a fight mode. You're always ready to go. And it finally got to a point with my brain injuries, my brain is kind of like stuck like that. I can say that consciously or subconsciously for veterans, it is kind of like being in the military because you have to go through the steps of you come out, you get it bridled up, you take it in, brush it down, make sure its hooves are clean, you take it on a little ride or walk, and then you bring the horse back, clean it down again. And it's just a step-by-step process, something that we're used to doing is step-by-step. Humans always look for a connection, but with veterans, especially those of us that have been through combat situations, it's hard to connect to another person that's not a service member.
It's a very safe place. And to me, that's important. I have to be able to feel safe. And I get the connection with the horse when I'm with the horse. He takes me out of my mind, and it's just him and me. I don't have somebody watching me. I don't have somebody telling me, do this, do that. It's just him and me. And I like to talk to the horse. And so I talk to him. I tell him things that I haven't told my doctors. And I know it's safe, and I know he still loves me no matter what I tell him.
It's an unconditional relationship that they're able to have. Horse doesn't judge them. To me, they kind of gravitate to each other. And as soon as that veteran takes that deep breath, that horse is there too.
I want to say joy in a way, and I feel in a good mood. When you're on the back riding one, it's just a different little place. No matter what, no matter what their they're always a friend. They're always a friend.